quickening your pace and getting away from the imminent battle that is behind you, though you don't know what the state of that battle is now, given the unexpected explosion. You don't know the fate of Van Richten currently, as Kent looks very sullenly and curiously at the bag at his side and his gun. And Ferguson, Ven, and Arsene are currently walking alongside of each other. Ferguson, catching up as he was held back a little bit before.
Are we walking or bolting to Vallaki?
I would say you are, jogging lightly?
A brisk jog
walking
through the nights of Barovia? You fucking
Well,
kidding me?
it's not nighttime.
Oh, sounds like a good time.
It is not nighttime yet.
Oh, okay.
It is maybe a few hours before nighttime.
Okay.
Maybe 2, maybe 3.
So we're just running through the woods, huh?
You're running on a road currently. So I would say you are briskly walking, like the Aragorn, Legolas, where tracking people run. I would say it's probably like that. Yeah. As Kent, sings.
We're walking along the path and he's supplying us with background music.
Yep. Would you guys like to do anything in your brisk jogging?
Jogging?
I don't know if you pronounce the H or not.
Dwarves are made for being sprinters. We are not made for long running.
I said H, I meant J. I lost my mind.
I wasn't going to correct you. I was going to let that stand.
Sorry, I just lost it.
Okay, so...
Somebody want to do something before Nick just makes noise all night?
Kent, can you please stop making all that noise? We are trying to get to Vallaki.
You're just bringing them all down on us.
They're headed to Isengard.
What the fuck is Isengard?
Did he get his head hit in a...
Have you been reading your comic books again?
Yes. I have ran out of issues of Heroes of Halcyon City, so I'm reading this old piece of shit book that's not even accurate by J.R.R. Tolkien. Lord of the Rings? What?
Master of finger jewelry?
Magic ring. Fucking bullshit.
That sounds dirty, Josh.
You're not as weird. Actually, that's great because I'm pretty sure episode 3 you fucking introed with magic.
Oh, things. You know what? Let's go back to that. Yeah, actually, I've ran out of issues of Heroes of Halcyon City, so I am now currently expanding my novella of this little hobbit that finds a ring and goes on a journey. I'm starting to make music.
The fuck is a hobbit?
It's, it's my own personal word for a halfling. It's kind of like a cool
You guys just make up words?
Oh, well, you know what? A good author always makes up the greatest of words, almost like a whole new language. And so
I don't think that's true at all.
Part of the story process, you know what? In order to make my story, I need to make music as well. It helps with the creative process. So, as we're running, I'm gonna be far behind while you guys go further, and I'm gonna be very out of breath, and you're just gonna hear bum 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 bum. It's gonna be beautiful.
After what we just went through, I don't think we should be far away from each other at all.
I know, but you guys need to slow down. My legs are short, and I can't run as fast as you guys, so...
Alright, we can walk then. We will walk the rest of the way to Vallaki.
Okay, you walk. I'm gonna keep running, because then we're at the same pace.
No.
We're gonna keep on
no.
That's how it works.
Not how speed works.
What are you doing there?
Listen, the distance between my hip and my feet is shorter than you guys. So you guys walk. You know what? We're not gonna get into semantics. Let's keep on going.
So about this time of walking, you reach a crossroads where you see basically a T intersection, one way to the left, one way to the right, and a little bit to the right you see in the distance it branching off in multiple directions. The way to the left just leads down the road through the forest more.
Do we know which way goes to Vallaki?
Van Richten told you.
Yes, I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I don't... What did Van Richten tell us?
Would you like to make an intelligence check?
I would like to make an intelligence check.
I put all my dice away because you said RP session.
Jokes aside, Kent is actually very, very emotionally strained by this whole situation. He's got tears in his eyes. He's just lost another important person in his life.
You guys, I never cry. That's cute.
Guys, I am not an emotional person. I swear. I am like a rock. I'm like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and you will never see me break. But I cannot.
Who the fuck are these people that he keeps putting? Keeps coming up with?
Was the
I think he got hit on the head.
person ever.
I think he did.
And I can't deal with it.
Or does he already hear his voices? You think maybe he's a little touched?
I think he's maybe a little touched. I do not know. He comes up with the strangest names of people I've never heard of before.
Did he just talk about a man named, like a rock named Dwayne?
I was the Vin Diesel to his Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And
Did he have a pet rock?
Deal with it. I don't even know where he is right now.
Who the fuck is Vin
Diesel?
Diesel?
Left him behind. I'm sorry. Let's keep on moving. I don't know where I'm going.
I rolled a 15 intelligence check.
What did Van Richten say? I can't remember. I'm too heartstrung.
He said to go to the left. And as a separate note, and as I call it to the Dungeon Rats, they introduced a character, I believe it was a player submission, called Dwayne the Rock Gollum Johnson, which was amazing.
Solid.
It was just a really buff
No pun intended, but
Gollum.
solid.
Yeah, it was solid. And it would just, like, say rock quotes from wrestling. It was great. Anyway. He just called everyone jabronis the entire time. So he said to go to the left.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys continue left.
To the left.
Kent goes right.
To the left, to the left, to
Kent goes right for 3 steps and then turns around because we're all a team here.
Okay, so you guys are currently walking.
Everything we need in a town to the left.
Alright, so yeah, let's
Beyonce also exists in this world.
A famous bard.
The great bard Beyonce.
Technically, that would be part of this world because that was part of Hackenstone's Gambit that got brought up.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so is there anything else you guys would like to do or say or whatever as you walk forward?
I would like to copyright the idea for the song Single Ladies because that's going to cost a lot of money.
Nope. What do I want to say to you two?
Kent is very, very inside of himself. He is quiet. Forget my whole outburst before, but Kent would be
you
very.
Mean the first 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Was not that.
It was nothing.
Kent is
but
genuinely having a hard time with this whole situation. He is very quiet and just moving along, letting the rest of the party dictate the way, but moving as fast as possible. But he is quiet, just quiet.
Okay. Ven?
I think I'll actually talk to Kent.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Kent as he's walking. I see him like trailing a little bit behind, and I'll be like, Kent, what's going on? What is going on in your head? It is not okay to keep secrets and all that. It is better to get it off your chest.
I mean, just when I started feeling like I was good enough and strong enough, the person that taught me everything, we left Van Richten behind. How can I make him proud if I left him behind? That's irresponsible. I should have stayed. I should have watched after him. I could have done something. I could have helped.
You could have died.
Yeah, but...
And do you know what would have happened? We would not be able to fight Strahd.
I know,
our mission
Strahd
is to kill Strahd.
Damn.
First and foremost. And
Damn
I think
Strahd.
that if you believe in Van Richten as much as I saw when we were in that tower, then I think you believe that Van Richten will make it out alive.
I mean, I know it was the right choice.
And the fact is that Van Richten had as many secrets as he did. I think that there were probably some other tricks up his sleeve that we did not know about.
I know, it's just... I know the main goal is to defeat Strahd, but it just... And I will probably get over this soon and realize this was 100% the right decision, but at this current moment, I can't help but feel that I left a friend behind, and I could have done so much more. You know, I would never leave you and even Ferguson behind, especially not our scene. Scene's my favorite out of this whole group, but I left Van Richten behind, and I just hope that I can accept that and do what he wanted and take down Strahd.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that. And also, to be fair, our scene is my favorite too, but that's a little biased.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's keep on moving.
Ferguson, anything from you?
No. Ferguson
doesn't give a fuck about us.
No, there's other things on Ferguson's mind.
So as soon as I'm done talking to Kent, I'm going to turn to Ferguson. So what the fuck's up with you?
Hey, Ferguson, you look like you
Don't
have a
think you're
lot on
getting
your
out of this,
mind.
Scott, for you getting in this RP session right now.
What the fuck you mean?
It's almost like your inside voice just said you have a lot going on in your mind, and I want to know what is going on. I want to know what Ferguson is
I want your
saying.
inside voice to be your outside voice. What's going on?
What the fuck you mean?
I don't know. You're very quiet and brooding. You're a part of this party, and if you're going to continue to be, I'd like you to open up and tell us what's going on.
I mean, in the words of a character that I am currently creating, you look a lot better brooding than I do. But, I want to know what you're thinking. Hashtag Game of Thrones!
Yeah, first of all, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about ever.
I don't either. We
Where the
just
fuck you find
ignored
this
it.
I'm coming up with a story. There's like a throne, and
All right,
everybody's going
moving
after
on.
it. There's a lot of people. It's really fucking good. There's a lot of nudity, and it's really fun. Big women. Hashtag. Sorry.
That hashtag won't work. It came at the end. You need to fix that.
I don't understand how that fancy dancy Twitter works.
Sorry, I'm not there. Go on.
I don't even know what he's... Where the fuck did you find him?
I don't know, but I just ignore most of the things he says. He's good with the pistol. That's all I need to worry about. And I see that you're good with the swords, and I want to know what's going on with you. I like to know what's going on with my party members, because if I feel it, there is a level of trust, and there is a level of I can count on you in the battle.
Do you think you can't?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if at any given moment you could possibly up and leave. I met you yesterday. What
What
is
are we
your
part of leaving?
what is your stake in this?
I already told you. I'm here to kill the big one.
Why?
That's what to do.
Is there a particular reason? Did he do something to you?
Huh? It's just what I do. It's what we all do.
Where are you from?
That's gonna not bite me in the ass, but I never named the town I was from.
Well, I'm just gonna basically, as you were thinking, Kent is gonna be like, "Listen, he's gonna get out of you sooner or later. Just answer it honestly. He has this way about him. Just kind of just bluntly asks you and forces you to answer. I can't get out of it. Good luck if you try to."
It was someone from Faerun. I just don't know.
Yeah,
Was it an
I
actual
never
town in
named it.
favor?
No,
Oh, okay.
never named it. So
You
Name
can
it now.
Or
I'm trying to
no.
think of a name. Can we pump the brakes and let me think?
Hurry
Nope.
up, Drew. I'm trying to go to bed.
Then suggest a name. Place called Oldstown. Small little village.
Bit old, looks like a town.
It's really old.
You know what happened when I was young? By things like this. Things like Strahd, shit like that.
So was this a regular occurrence in Oldstown?
No, I'd say it's pretty much just one time. When everyone died.
Oh. I missed that
Never
part.
mind.
I couldn't understand your accent when you said that part. Got it now.
Oh, let me ask you all the questions, but I can't understand what you're saying.
So then how did you discover this group that you are part of that I do not know what they are or what they do? That Kent is something up. I don't know what this is all about.
You kind of got the idea of what they do. They walk around and kill things. That's about it. We go around and we kill bad things. It's not a hard concept. Where there's bad things.
I'm just interested in knowing who you are as a person.
All you need to know is that I'm a prodigy. I am literally the greatest gunslinger there ever was. Van Richten literally told me himself when you guys weren't around. He was like, "You are the
I was
best."
like 10 feet away from you.
Van Richten
He did not say that.
told me, Ferguson, wink, wink, that I was the best gunslinger he has ever seen, and you were an amazing swordsman who belonged in this party. Let's all be a team here.
I feel like if I can contradict you, it's just going to make you sad.
I know you guys are role playing, but please, Nick, deception check, please. Just a hearty deception check.
Oh no, we are still playing a game here. Goddamn.
We can't just say whatever we want now.
I know I'm lucky, but I got a natural one.
Oh!
Damn it.
I got an 8. Anyway, I'll take that. I'll take a loss on that one. That's obviously a lie.
That
Kent's
halfling
not
is
hiding.
full of shit.
Yep.
Do you
Go
want to know
on.
something
I
specific?
swear, I'm telling the truth. No, you know when I said wink wink, I literally want Bucky to, I want to do a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 callback and be like, wait, I'm winking with the wrong eye again? Damn it. Oh.
All right, so Kent just lied. Go on.
A joking lie, not like a deception. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to really deceive you, but
Do you want to know something specific?
Where did you get that weapon?
I was given it
By who?
by the hand.
Where are they located?
They ain't located nowhere. They just kind of wander around. They travel from place to place, and they fucking kill things. Van Richten had a little bug of his ass about hunting down undead, but that ain't the thing. You hunt down whatever's wrong.
Basically, as Ferguson's explaining this, I want to be overhearing it and be like, listen, guys, as far as I'm concerned, Ferguson, you came across your sword the same exact way I came across my gun. And as long as we live up to the code of this brotherhood, you have as much a right to that weapon as I have the right to my weapon. So I trust you. Then I hope that you can eventually trust him too. I think that we're wasting time not really knowing who each other are, and I feel like we should be 100% honest with each other, because that's the only way that we're going to get through this. Strahd is here to break us apart and get in between us, and we've lost way too many people to be questioning each other, and then you have all the rights to know exactly where Ferguson's come from, and me too. So hopefully, Ferguson knowing that I trust you, and Ven, you knowing that I trust him, we can put aside all this secrets and duplicity and just come straight out. This is me. I'm Kent. Who are you, Ferguson?
I feel like we're going in circles.
Yeah, we're saying the same shit over and over again, but I feel like it just needs to be
established. You keep asking me questions. I keep telling you things, you're just not getting them.
As Kent was saying this whole thing, you see a very big smile just come over Ven's face. And like a sense of just, he's happy for the fact that Kent is the one that's saying this. And he sees a little bit of maturity growing where has been nothing but just like kid-like angst and all that stuff. There's a bit of maturity developing in him. Well, if that's the case, is there anything you want to know about us? Anything you want to know that maybe you do not trust us about?
What's your beef with the big man?
He brought us here. We did not ask to be here, and it seems that he is the only way we can get out. There is a lot riding for me in getting back home. I have people waiting for me there. I have a person waiting for me there.
What about you? And he look at Kent.
Well, I mean, I'm in this to support my party, but he took away two of my closest friends that I've ever had. Never had anybody before we got into this mission, except the people that were surrounding me, and Strahd took away two of those people. And so, as Callista said, I want to take something away that he loves, and eventually take him down. That's why I'm in this.
Seems good enough to me, but you want to know the truth? Van Richten had a little bit of things wrong. You want to stop the darkness, you gotta go into it. You can't just keep cutting at things that come out.
Is that what you do? You try to understand your enemy by being them?
It's a little bit like that.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Don't necessarily agree that that's the place that I want to go to, but I'm here to help you along your way, and I hope that you're here to help me along mine. Seem to be going along the same path, and I think that you and I, although we have some differences, we can go along this way together, along with my buddy Ven, and my buddy cop Arsene.
Don't see why we can't. I think we'll be alright.
Well, since we're being 100% honest with each other right now, there is something that I've been kind of keeping slightly secret, because I do not understand it. Kent, I have not even shown this to you. Josh, I want to take out the other book that's in my bag that I have not taken out at all yet.
Good, I'm glad it wasn't what Kent was just thinking.
No, it was not that.
Sorry. Time out. I'm like,
why would you think it's that?
Then would be like, I'm really a horse. Just unzips his face.
I'm actually a horse, guys.
And then it's like, no, not really. I'm a broom. Just fucking zips. Just like.
Well, you know what? If he's a broom, we can at least carry him to Vallaki very easily.
I'm surprised.
You know what? Okay. Honestly, Diane, I'm surprised.
So I take out the third book that I've never actually taken out of the bag yet. And I say, so when my grandmother passed away, she left me these 3 books. One is her journal. that I've been looking through for information about Barovia. I've been looking through for information about all of the people we've been encountering. I tried to look for information about friend Van Richten, about Morgantha, about Madame Eva. She told a lot of stories, and she kept them all in her journal. The second was a book on alchemy, which is currently what I am reading now to attempt to understand the level of alchemical ability that she had when she was around. This last one, I do not know what it is, because I cannot open it. It is sealed, and I am lost. Perhaps maybe either of you may know something about this or be able to open it, if it'll help us in any way.
Can I see it?
Yes, you can.
As in, like, will you give it to me?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you.
As he's handing over the book, he asks both of us to take a look at it. And Ferguson asks to see it. I want to try to grab it quickly.
Make a dex check, please, and...
I'm gonna contest this.
I got a 14.
Alright, well, I got an 18.
Damn it!
So, Kent, you go to reach up the book, and Ven and Ferguson both raise their hands up as they're passing to each other, and you're just swinging. You're not making purchase. You're just in the middle.
Arsene, like, tackles him as he's jumping, because he thinks he wants to play.
Arsene comes from off screen, tackles Kent, and is now licking your face.
Deal. Arsene and I are hanging out while you go through the book.
It is.
Open it.
This may sound... This is going to be a very strange sentence, I'm going to say, but it's completely innocent and playful. It is the coldest licking you have ever received.
Oh, god damn it, Arsene.
I regret hearing those words.
It needed to be said.
I mean, I'm a weirdo.
I'm sorry,
but
Josh.
I
Makes
regret
you
hearing
one that says the horrible
that's
shit.
in
I'm
my
cutting
brain
that. That's
now.
getting cut. That's getting cut.
It's so...
It's not. It's literally... Arsene has cold breath.
in my
It is
brain
cold.
so
now.
cold.
You've put that in my head, and I hate you for it.
You know what, Bucky? I'm gonna literally bring up Arsene's like cold licking throughout the rest of the RP, so that way you cannot cut that shit. Hell no, that shit's staying in.
I mean, I was joking, but damn.
It's just a chili like ice. That's it. That's all. I told you it was innocent. I just wanted
All
to say
right,
that.
then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna rinse
So-
this back on the road. What does the book look like?
As he looks at the book, I want to be like, "Hey, this licking is so cold. keep it up."
Okay,
Keep it going.
so then you did not have a description for this book, correct?
I did not, so that's all you if you want to do it.
So you look at this third book, and it is a black leather-bound book. There is a lock that is on it, which is made out of a silver material, is pure silver. And on the front is a large silver rune shape. It is a very strange-looking shape. What languages do you speak or read?
I speak and read Common, Elvish, Abyssal, and Infernal.
Okay, you can read this.
Oh, fucking right.
The symbol on the front of this book is in Abyssal.
Oh.
And what it reads is... I'm trying to think of the actual title of what this book would be called.
Hold on. I just want everyone to think it's one symbol. And let's see how many words that Josh says.
Now you gotta be self-conscious.
It's like
No,
the Doctor Who Time Lord language. It's just like
There's a
one
bunch of circles
symbol,
and shit.
and it's just a whole paragraph. Here is where you need to go, and here is Ven's backstory.
Here is all of the explanation you need in order to kill Strahd.
Yep.
The book.
It is blatantly just called Souls.
Not as fun as I was hoping, but okay.
Dark
Only
Souls?
one word.
What a coincidence.
Oh, this is a very simple language. It's only got one symbol. So would I maybe know anything about this book?
You would not know about this book.
Not this one in particular, but books like this.
Make an intelligence check.
No, that was like a 5.
No? At best, you would think that maybe it has to deal with the bottom part of your shoe.
Alright, well, I'm not that dumb, but okay. Thanks for making me that stupid.
You rolled a 5, so I'm just running with it.
Since Kent is
Fair.
a halfling who is they are prone to book loving and the simple things in life. Would Kent know anything about the Bucky, you can't open this book at all, right?
Nope.
Would Kent have any idea what kind of locking mechanism or situation this book has?
Ferguson, do you say what you realize it is about that book?
In a second, because I'm still examining this book, and I want to know what does the locking mechanism.
I want to know
look
names.
Like?
I want to know who wrote it. I want to know everything about it.
I want to know everything. What's on the spine? What is? If I lick it, what's it taste like?
Don't lick that book. It's an
Listen,
abyssal.
you want to know. You want to know what the book tastes like, but you will not let Josh have a cold Arsene lick.
Make an investigation check.
It tastes like leather.
Don't know what I expected.
Books.
Taste. I have a bunch of leather-bound books.
A rich mahogany.
Smells like a rich mahogany.
It's literally been in a bag with two other
You said
books.
investigation, correct?
Tastes like leather.
Investigation, yes.
Okay. It's a modified 20.
Modified 20.
Is
Yes.
this a first edition? Because it tastes... this book was made in a good year.
Okay, so
This is made of bull.
It tastes better with age.
Please stop. Please stop.
You could boil this and eat it.
I have my John Lithgow. Ow. Sorry.
okay, so with a 20, you look at the lock and you realize that there is no key to the lock. You realize instead that there is a very intricate design put into it, not of anything in particular, but it seems that there is an indent or a hole in the middle, and it expands outward in a series of what looks like veins and capillary system. And it goes along the silver locking mechanism itself and slowly etches onto the book as well.
Let me know when you want to share that information.
What that's what I'm about to do. It's a book about souls.
It just says souls?
Yeah, just the souls.
What language is it?
That's abyssal. Got one of them deep speakers.
That's weird.
What are you trying to do to open it?
I mean, I do not have any magical means in order to be able to open this. I do not have a key. There was no key left behind by my grandmother to be able to open this, so I've been lost. I do not know if there is a key for this or there is some sort of magical means of being able to open this. I did not have magic until the moment I received my Pendragon gift.
You tried your blood.
No.
Try your blood. And I hand the book back to you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll take the dagger out of my hand, snip a little bit of my blood on my hand, and drip a couple drips on the lock.
So you slice across your hand, squeeze your hand together as you drop it onto the book, and you see it fall into the hole and start to spread along the capillaries as you see a small pin-like item emit from the center hole ever so slightly, probably about maybe a half-inch.
Just enough to put your thumb on.
I put my thumb on it.
You put your thumb on, and as soon as it touches, it injects into your thumb and pulls it in.
My
Mark
whole thumb?
down, not your whole thumb.
No!
Like the
the pinprick.
main part.
Yeah,
You
I know
can
what you
only
mean.
open this book twice.
It's like a blood sugar tester.
Yeah, and it pulls your thumb into like against the locking mechanism itself.
Mhm.
You feel a bit of energy drain out of you as you see the capillaries light up in a red glow that start to emit into the book itself as the actual rune starts to glow itself. Mark down a -2 to your max HP.
I see that happening, and I yell over as I'm playing with Arsene. Did you speak friend and enter? Sorry. All my references are Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. I apologize. Mellow.
Jesus Christ.
So your energy drops as the rune lights up, and as soon as the rune is filled, you hear as the book unlocks.
Say, worth it.
And you feel the pinprick exit your thumb. As you explain that, when you look at the book itself, it is not the fact that the book is necessarily glowing or changed color. When you move the book around, you notice that your blood is just there. It is holding on to the book.
Now I'm really glad I didn't lick the book.
It tastes like old blood.
That's weird.
That's how you figured it out. You're like,
Tastes like the blood of an old dead lady? Don't ask how I know that.
She's about 98. Low iron, but good.
Low iron.
Should have taken some B12, but
Oh, good vintage. Oh wait, no, I'm not a vampire. Sorry, guys.
The book is now open.
Okay, I open it.
Okay. You open it, and on the pages, you see a very elaborate script with multiple diagrams as you flip through the pages. What languages do you read?
Josh, let me get into this and make it only be halfling language.
I read Common, Elvish, Draconic, and Undercommon.
Okay. So, flipping through the book, you don't understand it. And then you do understand some.
Oh.
And then you don't understand some. It seems to be a bunch of just different languages that are in this book, including Draconic and Elvish.
Huh.
The one for Draconic has to do with soul stones and how one would put their soul into a stone or steal souls and put them into stones. Very similar to, as I believe you picked the Hag's Clean before, so you would notice a very similar diagram to a soul stone that is in your possession. The Elvish one just has to deal with the description of their long life and genetics. Ferguson, are you still looking at the book, or Ven, are you reading to yourself?
I'm like currently have it open and I'm looking and like flipping through the pages to see what I understand. But I'll turn to them and I'll say, like,
I'm like over his shoulder, sort of, just like,
there is some of this I don't understand, but some that I can read. Ferguson, is there some of this that you can understand?
tell me what I see.
So as he flips through, you don't understand the ones that he sees, but you do understand other ones.
I understand Elvish, okay?
Okay, so you understand the Elvish, you don't understand the Draconic. Dick.
Listen, don't shortchange me my languages.
True. You understand the Elvish bits about long life. But
doesn't help me.
You also see the Abyssal and the whatever the other one you said was.
Infernal.
Infernal, thank you. Infernal, you see a very well explained depiction of how demons, or devils for that matter, go back into the hells and regenerate. And you see a weird description of terms you don't quite understand, though you can read the language. You don't understand the idea behind it, but you understand the concept, and it is of rebirth and regeneration through what the hells offer those creatures.
Okay, alright.
And in Abyssal, you understand the very accurate depiction of lichdom and the creation of phylacteries.
Right.
Which, for people in audience who don't know, or just to generally explain, because I know, Nick, you're relatively new to D&D stuff as well.
Thank you.
Phylacteries
was already up.
Phylacteries are essentially Horcruxes from Harry Potter.
Thank
where you put
Just
a
make
bit of
it
your
relatable.
soul.
I got it.
You put a bit of your soul into an item, and it helps bind you. So if you die, you can just come back through this item of sorts. It is a way to put yourself in a way somewhere, and that is how you do it. But in order to do so, you need to part with your soul, essentially.
It's amazing how all these like fantasy worlds kind of just like take little bits of elements and stuff like, yeah, pretty cool.
And when I say take your soul, I don't mean the whole thing. I mean, like, you need to rip a part off. Again, to go back to Harry Potter, the fact that there are 7 Horcruxes, it is split into 7. I did get the number correct, right? It is 7.
Mm-hmm. It is
7. Mm-hmm. So that is what you read.
It's Ravina
Kent,
Ravenclaw's diadem. It is
Kent, you said human and halfling were your languages?
Human, halfling, and elvish.
Elvish,
common,
okay.
Common, halfling, and elvish.
So Elvish, you see the long life bits as well. You all know about long life now.
I'm going to give a passing description of what I read.
I'll also do the same for the Draconic and Elvish bits. Or, well, everybody can read Elvish, so I'll do the same for the Draconic bits.
So, to put it briefly, of what you guys said, and you guys already realize this as well, but to just say it, it seems like this book called Souls is about the usage, transportation, elongation, and general knowledge of how souls and life work through different languages, different text, different beings in the world. This is what this is for. Why your grandmother would have this book, you would not know, Ven, but she seemed to have it.
Your grandmother's a gangster to hell.
Bucky, is Grandma Venna still alive?
I watched her die.
Yes, but...
I buried her.
Ven? Is Grandma Ven still alive? I mean, if she was researching this...
I do not think that that is the case.
Actually, I don't want to get anybody hopes up. Sorry, I reacted out of character.
No, I do not.
Because I genuinely am interested.
I do not think that is the case, but with this information, I think this means that we do not have to bring Mikhail's body into the death house to revive him. We can extract his soul into something and bring it back out.
Nick is dancing.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Bring Mikhail back! Fuck yeah! Read the book! Read the book! Read the book! Bring Mikhail back! Bring Mikhail back! Let's do it! Yes!
So, Ven, you remember back to Madame Eva, where she told you that bringing Mikhail back was something you may not all know, but is something that you just may not know yet.
Right.
As you hold that book.
We can bring him back now.
Oh shit, if we bring Mikhail back, that means Callista comes back. That means the whole party's together. We all a team. Maybe because I matured, Callista will love me now. It's like great. Sorry,
This
what?
the one that died in the death house.
Yes, it is. We owe our lives to him, and we need to bring him
100%.
back. He has work to do.
About this time,
If I squint my eyes, it kind of looks like you, Ferguson. Kind of. He kind of looks a little
he
bit...
was kind of covered in a lot of armor.
a little bit like...
He was also blue
well, you know what? Agree to disagree. But
and taller.
If I look at you right now, the way it's almost like I'm looking at Mikhail. Sorry.
So, about this time, night is coming closer, and you reach a crossroads in the path. One going to the left, one going to the right, like branching off a little bit. And as you guys get closer, Arsene starts to walk a little stranger, and she stops and looks towards the right. And just looks.
Arsene, what's wrong?
She doesn't respond.
I look towards where she's looking.
The path just continues.
Which way is town?
You don't know.
Alright, so we've been lied to by Van Richten again. I just want to point that out. Van Richten's a fucking liar.
To be fair, it looks like the road you're on is a main road, and the one going to the right is a branch off.
So wait, the main road is where Arsene is growling at, or not?
She is looking to the road to the right, which branches off the path.
Is she growling or just staring?
Just staring. Then make an investigation check.
11.
Okay. You look down at Arsene, and she just looks strange. She's just staring. Nothing really going on. She's just staring. Kent and Ferguson make investigation checks.
A 14.
21.
Okay. Kent, you don't notice either. You're relatively freaking out, I would assume, in your head of like what's going on with my buddy cop buddy.
Yep. I'm still having some hard times with Van Richten being left behind, but
How about if I find the part that he's a liar?
Ferguson, you look over at Arsene. Ven, what color eyes does Arsene have?
Silver.
Cool. You don't see any color in the eyes right now. It is pure white. All of a sudden, Arsene starts to walk again. Just up the path to the right.
You want to go out?
I immediately follow her.
same.
Okay. She walks. And you follow along. As you proceed down, or rather up the path slightly, in the distance, you see a large... Well, you know what? Let me just explain the thing. High above the river valley, just a quiet, promontory, upon which looms a word I can't pronounce. Looms a mansion, its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long-dead thing smote upon the mountainside. About this time, Arsene shakes her head a little bit, turns to you with a look of nervousness, of not sure what to think, and freaking out slightly. And as you look towards the mansion a little bit more, you see a large statue, and perched atop a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close to its body. The statue looks east toward the mansion, and standing uneasily in front of the big dragon statue is a smaller humanoid figure just eating a sandwich.
Okay, Mo. What's that Madam Eva said, right? There was gonna be a big castle, and outside the big castle there was gonna be a big dragon statue. And now we've got a castle, and a big statue atop a big hill. I'm too old for this, Mo. Too old to be trekking around like this without you. And I don't even know how long we're gonna be here. Madam Eva said that group of people, the special ones, that they were going to be coming this way soon, but I don't know how long that's going to be. Ah, my bones ache. Too old for this. I wish you were here. You'd have a snack. I actually think I have a snack. I think I got it in my bag. A little bacon sandwich. That's right, I got one. That's right. Oh, I'm going to eat that. Yeah. Hopefully they don't tide me over until this group of special people come along and get us the hell out of here, Mo. I'm ready to go home.
Taking Initiative is a product of the Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. For updates on the show, future news, and all things nerd, visit us on thespark.network. If you wish to conjure us on social media, you can cast message on Twitter with the handle @TI_pod, Facebook at the Taking Initiative Podcast page, and Tumblr at takinginitiativepodcast.tumblr.com. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on iTunes, as it helps us grow so we can put out more content for you.
I'm Josh Perot, and I'm the DM. You can find me on Twitter at XyroxisTheBeard. That's XIROXIS the Beard.
This is Jonathan Buckmaster. I am the voice of Vendelar Greymeyer. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters.
Oh, this is Drew Tillman, and I play Ferguson. You can find me over on Twitter at NotDeadDrew.
This is Nicholas Figueroa, and I play the sometimes rude but always lovable Kent Brickwood of the East Farthing Brickwoods. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NicoFigs. That's at NIKOFIGS.
This is Morgan Conroy. I play Rosalie or Roz. You can find me on Twitter at ThistleRaven.
This episode was edited by John Buckmaster and Josh Perot. The Gunman Comes Around logo was created by Kati Kawaguchi of Nerds on a Roll. You can find her on Twitter at @KidKatie. The Gunman Comes Around theme song was created by Neil Martin of The Lucky Die. You can find him on Twitter at Bardic Martin. Any additional music was created by Kevin MacLeod in the Incomtech website. Any information about those songs can be found in the episode's description. The Bloodhunter class, played by Drew Tillman, and the Gunslinger class, played by Nick Figueroa, were both created by Matthew Mercer. The Pendragon class, played by John Buckmaster, was created by Daresight Phantom on Reddit. The D&D 5e rule set and the Curse of Strahd module are both property of Wizards of the Coast. If you're enjoying what you're hearing and you would like to support us, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/takinginitiative. There you can find bonus content and early access to episodes.